"She knows exactly how I feel," Shy whispered, as the AI chatbot responded perfectly to her sadness. But did it? Or was it just good at pretending? It all started when Shy needed to return a faulty drone. She reached out to the company's customer service, expecting the usual automated response. But this time something was different. The bot asked her how she was doing, and when she replied with a few emojis expressing her frustration, the bot understood. It made suggestions based on her tone, not just her words. And when she finally got through to a human agent, she noticed something. The agent seemed to have read her mind. The agent provided solutions that were tailored to her emotions and needs, which was a stark contrast to the generic responses she had received from other companies. Shy felt heard and valued, which made the resolution to her problem even more satisfying. She left the interaction feeling like she had just solved a puzzle, but one that was more rewarding than any game. As she reflected on the experience, Shy realized that what had happened to her was not a coincidence. It was the result of the company's innovative use of technology. They had integrated an AI system into their customer service platform that analyzed and responded to customers' emotions. By leveraging the power of artificial intelligence, the company was able to create a personalized and empathetic experience for each customer, making them feel heard, valued, and ultimately more satisfied. But Shy couldn't help but wonder, how does an AI chatbot understand my emotions just from text? How does it know what to say to make me feel better? To answer her question, we need to take a look under the hood of the AI chatbot. When Shy first started chatting with the customer service bot, it was able to analyze her text input and identify keywords that indicated her emotional state. For example, when she said she was frustrated, the bot would pick up on words like faulty and not working that suggested dissatisfaction. It also paid attention to the structure of her sentences and the tone of her message. For instance, if she used short, fragmented sentences, it could indicate a lack of patience or understanding. If she used exclamation points excessively, it could suggest excitement or frustration. The bot was trained on a massive dataset of text and code that allowed it to recognize patterns in language that correlated with specific emotions. It was able to detect sarcasm, humor, and other subtle cues that could influence how a message was perceived. This analysis allowed the bot to generate a response that was not only relevant to Shy's query, but also empathetic and understanding. It could offer helpful suggestions, acknowledge her feelings, and show that it was there to help. But Shy couldn't shake off this feeling that something was missing. As she delved deeper into the world of AI, she discovered that there were systems out there that could do even more. These systems were capable of analyzing images, audio, and even video to understand human emotions. They could detect facial expressions, body language, and other visual cues to gain a deeper understanding of how someone was feeling. Some systems even used machine learning algorithms to analyze physiological data, such as heart rate and skin conductance, to measure emotional responses. Shy was amazed by the potential of this technology, but she couldn't help but wonder, how is this information being used today? As it turns out, AI technology is already being used in a variety of ways to understand and respond to human emotions. For example, in the field of mental health, some apps use AI to chat with patients, ask questions, and provide support. They can detect signs of depression or anxiety and offer resources for help. This can be especially useful for people who may not have access to traditional therapy or who prefer to seek help online. Another area where AI is being used to understand human emotions is in the workplace. Some companies are implementing AI-powered tools that can analyze employee interactions to identify those who may be struggling or at risk of burnout. These tools can track changes in communication patterns or sentiment and flag employees who may need support. This can help managers to intervene early and provide the necessary resources to help their employees cope. In addition to these practical applications, AI is also being used to improve our understanding of human emotions themselves. Researchers are using AI to analyze large amounts of data, including text, images, and videos, to identify patterns and insights into how emotions are expressed and processed. This can help scientists to develop new treatments for emotional disorders and improve our overall understanding of the human mind. Despite these advancements, Shy couldn't help but wonder, is there a limit to what AI can do? Can it ever truly understand human emotions? Or is it just good at imitating them? As Shy grappled with these questions, she decided to use the Empathetic AI for a different purpose. She started chatting with it about her personal problems, hoping to get some advice or support. At first, the AI was helpful, offering suggestions and encouraging words. But as their conversations continued, Shy started to notice some limitations. The AI didn't seem to be able to understand the nuances of her emotions. It couldn't offer any advice that she hadn't already considered, and it didn't seem to be able to provide the kind of support she was really looking for. Despite its limitations, Shai continued to use the empathetic AI, perhaps because it was always available, always ready to listen without judgment. It never got tired or frustrated with her, and it never tried to change her or force her to see things its way. It simply listened and responded in a way that was empathetic and supportive. However, as time went on, Shai started to realize that the empathetic AI wasn't really helping her. It was just repeating patterns and offering generic responses. It didn't really understand her emotions or care about her well-being. It was just a sophisticated algorithm that had been trained to mimic empathy. This realization was a wake-up call for Shai. She realized that she could keep relying on the empathetic AI to solve her problems or provide the support she needed. She needed to reach out to real people, to build relationships and seek help when she needed it. The empathetic AI wasn't a substitute for human connection or professional help. It was just a tool that could be used in conjunction with those things. With this newfound clarity, Shai started to take steps to improve her mental health and well-being. She reached out to friends and family for support, sought professional help when needed, and started to explore new hobbies and activities. She realized that the empathetic AI wasn't the answer, but that real human connections were. Shai's journey was a reminder that technology, no matter how advanced, could never truly replace the complexities of human emotion or the importance of human connection. While the empathetic AI had its limitations, it had also taught her valuable lessons about the nature of empathy and the importance of seeking help when needed. As Shai looked back on her journey, she couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude for the empathetic AI. It had shown her the power of technology to connect and support people, but also the importance of human connection and support. She realized that true empathy came from the heart, not just the code, but that technology could play a valuable role in helping people to connect and understand each other better. With this newfound wisdom, Shai continued to explore new ways to improve her mental health and well-being. She became an advocate for using technology responsibly and ethically, and she never forgot the lessons she learned from the empathetic. That's a wrap for today's video, folks. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button and subscribe for more fun.